Hello, good morning everyone. Happy Wednesday. Today I wanted to tackle some issues around family and holidays. I think a lot of the time we get so focused and filled with anxiety on the pre-holiday hustle. And a lot of the times we're left dealing with past emotional issues and they're kind of all pulled forward into today. Good morning. Into the actual new holiday we're about to hit. So a lot of the times we are struggling with, lack of voice within our family already, and then we have this intensity around the holiday time to behave and perform a certain way during the holiday season. Good morning. It's nice to see everybody. I'm again alone today, so later on today at 12 o'clock we're going to continue discussing more about family and holiday hustle. Excuse me, and the holiday issues that people struggle with during this time of the year. So please check back in and we'll have Steve on with us to discuss a little bit more in detail about what he sees and how he navigates that. Good morning. It's so great to see everyone this morning. It's a very lively group. So if you have anything you want to discuss or share with me today, please by all means throw it in there and I will answer anything or discuss anything that you feel like is popping up in your family dynamic before the holiday season. It's really interesting. Right now we are getting all excited about, you see in the stores everything's changing and shifting from like Halloween festivities or fall activities to now gearing up for the fall harvest and Thanksgiving if you're in the US, or maybe you're just even a change of season. You're seeing all that anxiety, of all the evolution of change. And by nature, change can create some anxiety for us. And that's actually a good thing. That anxiety shows us the resistance of what we are about to face. And it gives us a chance to kind of mess with the way we are attached to our outcomes. We can sit there and go, oh my gosh, I have so much anxiety about getting together with my family. I'm nervous that we're going to start discussing some of the things like if I'm in between jobs or maybe the relationships. Maybe you're not in a relationship right now and your family wants you happy, and so they like to discuss where you are, just pulling up all your old stuff. And it can be pretty intense. And I think that this time of year we are in that very reflective state anyway. As we're getting into the new year, we're starting to unwind some of our old things that, I wanted these expectations, I wanted to achieve these things by this point. Hello. And now we're starting to see that, maybe we didn't hit those goals. And so we have our own story wrapped into things. And it can be very intense, right? We have those beliefs that, this is the way it should be. And really that's the attachment. We expect things to be different than what they are. So I would love to see for you guys this year to approach holidays with a more soft, more loving approach. And I get a chance to do something totally different. Going in with zero expectations, knowing that maybe your family will pull up some discomfort. Maybe there's an issue in the family that's unresolved, and it's gonna, of course, rear its ugly head around this holiday time. And it gives you a chance to just be the neutral voice within that resistance and really see what can you do? How can you show up in a different way in that experience? I know it sounds easy, when I say it that way, because you have your own emotional attachments to something being different in those, in those experiences. But a lot of the times it can be very frictional to just, be in neutrality with it. So if you can actually get a chance, play with that, be more neutral, show up, not attached to someone behaving different or acting different at the family functions, you'll see that you're just recognizing that's their belief systems and their ideas of what they think should happen. It's creating that real intense resistance to what they're experiencing. I know that sounds probably a little intense the way I'm explaining that, but if you get a chance to really see what's moving and why, and really understand the backdrop of the story and not get so invested in what's being said, but all the things that are not being said, can give you a chance to really understand their perspective. And you can see that it's just their belief. It's not your idea of what should be or why it should be that way. So play with that. And holidays, I think holidays dealing with past issues specifically, because you've had time to understand exactly what you're thinking and why, you can actually start to dance with the idea of seeing it from somebody else's perspective. You understand yours, now you can get a chance to actually go, okay, where are they coming from, and where are they, what are they trying to share with me? And instead of just trying to always prove your point or get your thoughts across. And that could create some really beautiful neutrality. I hope that helps. I know the holiday times are very anxious for a lot of us, and some it's just excitement. Anxiety can be translated as just excitement. It's fine, it's great food, it's fun family time, it's really reconnecting with people that we love, you haven't seen in a long time, and you can get a chance to kind of see new layers and see where people are at that point. So try to be in just that element of the experience. Have fun with it and not be in the resistance of, why can't they understand me? And, back to the hustle and bustle of, expectations of buying the perfect gift and all that story stuff that comes on. So in the next month, I'm going to really focus a lot about holiday hustle and even just a little bit more about the holiday blues. And a lot of us, who are alone are experiencing this deep sadness of longing to connect, and how it can show up and create a lot of sadness around the holiday time for you. Or maybe you're going through a divorce and you're struggling with the new family dynamic. It doesn't really matter what your story is, as much as that you just want to be supported in it. And so this is your space. I would love to come here and share with you the way I navigated my first holiday, basically being alone because of the fact of the divorce happened. Of course I had my parents, and I was lucky enough to have a sister and other family members, but you know how you've created your own traditions and your holidays, patterns, all of a sudden they're no longer there because of the dynamic changing. So there's a lot of transitional moments throughout life, and how do you move through them and celebrate them for what they are, instead of trying to go back to what you know. There could be a new opportunity here for you and see something totally different. So that's what we're going to do for the next month and a half, and get a chance to really gear up for the new year. And so I hope you join me every Wednesday, and at 9 o'clock in Arizona time. You'll have to check what it is for you guys, because everyone's all over the world in different places. So that's why I always give you Arizona time. So love to see you guys every single week. I really appreciate you stepping in and being here with me. It's been very exciting. I really love doing this. I'm going to be turning it up a notch a little bit in the next couple months here, giving you guys more content, more places to find me, and a chance to hear more. There's so much information coming in that you guys want to know how to navigate some of these emotional things. I'm going to answer those questions. So appreciate all the information you've been sending. Keep it coming in. That's again Tamra at tamrablankenship.com. I will go ahead and throw it down there again for you guys, and just keep it in. I promise I'll get to all the information. It's been amazing. And this one was actually brought specifically to someone who was actually going through divorce and really trying to, the judgments of family coming in and expecting, them to be okay and hold up the same traditions in the way that they've always been, and realizing they can't sustain that. So it's very challenging, and there can be a lot of resistance within that opportunity to celebrate family time. So it's really kind of important for us to understand, the roles and expectations, but also have a voice for yourself, and how to navigate that, what I call discernment, that space of where somebody has expectations and you have your own experience, and understanding that they're not necessarily the same. So I'm very excited for the next couple of sessions here we're going to have, and a couple of opportunity to share, and please keep all that information coming in. Love you guys. Bye.